I'm Big Joe.
Big Joe. So today we're reviewing 10 Barrel Brewing Company's Spiral Staircase, a barrel-aged chocolate cherry Baltic porter. The brewer is Tanya Cornett. Shouts out to Tanya. It's got 9.7% alcohol, released in 2018, and it's a part of their fancy beer series.
I usually go for the 9%ers for sure.
Yeah, for sure. It's like the first thing you look for.
Yeah. What's the percent?
Like, oh, that's cool. That's a cool label. How much alcohol is in this? All right, so they have some sort of like contraption of wax, or I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's definitely like wax or something on there.
It's pretty much bulletproof, it looks like, but we'll see if the old buck knife can handle it. What do you cut towards yourself, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and lean back.
Okay, all right. You have a chainsaw?
Shit is pretty savage.
It is.
You're gonna have to whittle it.
It's not like regular wax.
You might want to whittle that first top half.
I feel like it's like melted down condoms, but like the Durex kind that are really durable. Give Durex some free love.
We give them away for free over there at the annex.
When I was a teenager, I used to think it was funny to get them free from the annex and then take them around and put them on people's tailpipes of their cars so that it like blows up and explodes. And like, what the fuck was that? It's weird. All right, I think we might have made our way through.
I don't think so.
No?
I mean, go ahead. This is gonna take more than that.
You might be right. Yeah, you can't get into that. Yeah, your turn. We'll be back in 20 minutes.
Right after these messages.
That's probably what I should have did. You should have been a lawyer, bro.
I was actually once.
Oh, there we go.
Sorry about that.
But, it's Castaway Kona Brewing Company's shitty beer opener that broke on us live. Got it.
Yeah, not recommended. Don't put wax on your beers. I'm trying to drink today.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If you're trying to drink and drive with this fucking thing, good luck. Maybe that's why they did it.
Stressing me out here.
Oh, it's dark. I didn't expect it to be.
Oh, really?
For some reason, I thought it was a light beer. I know I've drank it before, but I don't remember it.
You all remember that one, right? Oh, no, you don't. Wasn't posted.
Oh, I gave myself slightly more. Sorry. All right.
Salute.
Cheers. You're up first.
Cherry stout.
Let's read Big Joe's face.
It's cold. It almost tastes like soda.
Oh, it does taste like soda.
It's weird.
It tastes like soda with wine in it.
Yeah, it's definitely not beer. Is that beer?
It's beer. That's what they say. You can definitely get the cherry flavor. And tart, very tart. Yeah, so it's again barrel aged chocolate cherry Baltic porter. What makes it Baltic exactly? Using like Baltic seawater in it or some shit? You think?
Baltic dressing?
Yeah.
Baltic vinaigrette or some shit?
That could be. I definitely get the tangy taste on my tongue.
Yeah, I really know. It's definitely interesting. Probably wouldn't buy it personally. It's really like thin.
Yeah.
Looking. But
It's something
palatable.
It's got 9.7%. We'll give it that.
For being 9%, it's very palatable. It's not very strong.
Yeah, you don't get the alcohol aftertaste at all.
Yeah.
It's just that initial cherry bitterness.
It's flavorful. I mean, I'll
It
give
is.
that for sure. It's more like a wine than a beer, like you were saying. But initially, it tasted almost like soda because it's carbonating, you know?
Yeah, very, very carbonated. Lots of loud burps coming your way soon.
I mean, you know it's good if you drink
Recharge.
it all, at least. Or at least, you know. good enough.
It's the fancy beer series too. So you got to put your fancy taste buds to work. You know, like you eat escargot even though it tastes like shit. You know, all that type of shit.
I mean, I've eaten some pretty interesting things considering I work in a sushi restaurant, but.
Yeah, I bet you have. How are fish eyeballs, by the way?
Not really into that.
Yeah, I would hope not.
It's interesting what people enjoy.
It is. You ever see the videos of like the?
You might enjoy this. I don't know,
but you know. You see the videos of the people.
I'm having anything to drink today, so I'm thirsty.
At the sushi restaurants eating like the squid that like tries to grab their face and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I would try that just for fun.
You think? Not me. I would love to watch you
I like
try
calamari though. I like calamari.
Right, yeah. I mean, calamari's not bad.
But the live sticking to your face.
Yeah, that's the part that gets me.
Yeah, it's a little much. Feeling your belly crawling around.
No.
Yeah.
So what do you give the taste flavor on a scale of 1 to 10?
1 to 10. I'm pretty harsh.
Mm-hmm. You want the rest of mine?
I mean, you got anything else to do? You guys need to send us some beers to try. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, 10 barrel. We're going to have to try some of your other stuff because I'd rather lick all 10 barrels than drink another one of these.
Agreed. This barrel is probably about it's middle of the road at least, so that middle is 5, so I would say like it's probably a 5.8. Just because like it is tasty, it does have the cherry. Porter usually is a lot heavier of a beer in my opinion. Like there's something there, like a fucking some kind of volume or like meat to
it's
the
like
beer.
it's like a thick beer, yeah.
For real. And this was very like thin, like wine is thin, or like I don't know.
Like back to my original analogy, it literally tastes like red wine and cherry Coke to me.
Yeah, it was a trip.
Yeah.
It was interesting. And I mean, like, I drank it all. So if it was shit, I wouldn't have drank it. So I'll tell you that much.
Just not my thing, but 9.7%.
Tell you how you feel here in a little bit. And, you know.
Yeah, exactly. That'll help.
I feel pretty good, tell you what. Doesn't matter what it is.
If this was my third beer, maybe. But no, that's not for me.
You know, the reverbs aren't too bad.
Yeah.
A little bit of cherry.
I normally love porters. That's normally my go-to, and I just that had a lot of bitterness to me.
Well, I just expect a little bit, thicker.
Meatier beer.
With a porter or a stout or something dark like that.
I think I'm gonna go right about where you were, probably about a 5.
Yeah, it was tough. 5.8 is like being a little generous, man.
Yeah.
I felt that it was definitely in the middle. But
what do you give the marketing?
It's fancy beer series. It looks like they got a purple medal or something. Whatever that is.
Some sort of
It's
badge.
not a real medal. They gave it to themselves, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Because they should actually get given a real medal for their beer due to their accomplishments, and then
agreed.
Showcase that.
Let us decide whether it's fancy enough to be out on the market.
You didn't get your fancy badge, bitch.
Well,
they gave themselves one.
that's what I'm saying. That's what it looks like to me. Tanya, I guess, is the one.
We're blaming Tanya. So I'm going to give the marketing about a 4. It's not a bottle that jumps out to me. It looks like an enlarged wine cooler bottle.
I didn't read the back yet, actually.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it tells me the story.
I don't like taking a half hour and 2 to 3 tools to open my beer either.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was a definite downfall initially.
Yeah.
According to the Surgeon General, women should not drink alcohol.
Really?
Beverages during pregnancy
Oh.
because of the risk of, birth defects.
Then what the fuck, Mom?
Consumption of alcoholic beverages impairs your ability to drive a car or operate machinery. and may cause health problems. You know, they're just telling me shit I already know, honestly.
Yeah.
And it may contain wheat, and it's fucking beer. So,
shit, I was trying to go gluten free too. They fucked that up.
fancy? I don't know. I don't think it's as fancy as you think it is. Just because it's got some wax on there.
Or maybe we don't have that refined, fancy palate, or the type of person that likes to spend
How
10
much
minutes
was
opening
that? That's
up
a good
beer.
question. How about the price?
If I
Let's
remember
judge
right,
the
that was a
price.
$14 beer.
$14, bro. Dude,
Costco
you want me to
prices,
pay
bro.
$14 for
Costco
this?
prices. So what's it cost at, you know, like a fucking mom and pop shop that's got a little convenience store?
Come on, Nancy. Whatever, Tanya.
Yeah. Fuck.
$14, dude, for one beer. I'm sorry. I hope that this review helps you decide on whether or not you'd like to spend $14 on one beer that you're probably not going to be overly satisfied with.
Unless you like cherry Coke with red wine in it, you're gonna think it's dope as fuck.
You'll probably dig it. But for $14, you might as well go buy your own, you know, like Fifth, I guess, of some low shelf shit and some cherry Coke, and you'll have way more to drink than just one little beer. And it'll taste about the same.
Yeah. And if you do that a lot, you can build up to where you kill all your taste buds, and you can go drink King Cobra for like $2 at any convenience store.
That's what you look forward to.
Hurricanes, all the good stuff.
Yeah.
What, Old English? You ever drink that when you were a kid?
We
We have to review Old English next time.
That's what I was expecting, you know, honestly. I was thankful, actually. That wasn't so bad.
Steel Reserve, get some of that in here.
But I have nothing really to compare it to, so, I mean, that was just based on a first-time palate, man.
Just thought of an idea right here on set. For shit like this, for $14 beers, I should also have a like $2 convenience store beer to compare it to that's similar flavor.
There's maybe a couple of like hot ones, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hot ones
like
has
it.
fucking
Hot ones
just
for
the
beer.
lineup. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. As
Like-
soon as you guys start making me some fucking money on these
Start
videos.
sending us some goddamn beers and we can fucking do the hot ones lineup and really get some shit rolling.
Yeah.
And you're gonna see some crazy shit go down.
At the very least, we should do the cheapest beer we can find on the shelf versus the most expensive beer on the shelf, and see if any of the cheap ones ever beat them.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I
that's
like
definitely an important thing to know. Because you all want to know. I mean,
Yeah. We're gonna
nobody
do
has the
versus
money to spend
challenges.
$14 fucking dollars to know whether or not we're even gonna get close to liking it.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to make it look good, bro. Look at that fucking top, dude. That is a sexy looking top. I mean, I give it that, but trying to get into it is a hassle. You really got to be a beast.
This
And
is like a bottle.
this guy had a hard time, bro. Look at him. And I'm lucky enough to get into it. I was just thankful that we could even drink it. But
Okay, the one insulting thing to me is that this, just the bottle, take away the labels in the top, looks like any cheap wine that you've ever stolen from like some store when you were 16 years old. It
is
not very
it's
well
wine,
thought out.
dude.
It is.
It's a short wine bottle, 10-barrel wine, fancy wine series, spiral staircase.
This label does not.
You'll want to throw yourself down a spiral staircase after drinking one of these. 9.7, just go kill yourself.
$14 a beer.
Fuck off, 10-barrel. I'll pay you maybe $6.99.
No, but they got the badge.
I don't care.
Yeah, just because you put Royal Purple on something, you know, and put your brewer's name on there. Sorry, Tanya, for shitting on you.
Psychological warfare.
Hopefully, like, no one's, like, camped outside your house saying, like, man, Tanya, you really fucked that beer up.
Dude, our 10 million followers.
Goals. I gotta say more stupid shit like PewDiePie. You know what I'm talking about?
PewDiePie, man.
The Southern rapper dude.
I don't even know who that is, PewDiePie. I can't
Don't
believe...
look him up. Don't fucking look him up. He doesn't need any more views.
Well, hashtag PewDiePie. You gotta fucking, you know, at least shout out all the people that, you know, all publicity is good publicity, good or bad.
That's true.
So, you know, get your name out there.
Next up, when I save up $14 again, we're gonna do this beer versus a cheap beer.
Yeah,
I'm
we gotta
liking
go
this
out
versus idea.
in front of Walmart. There is a good spot. We'll, you know, put up a little sign.
Competitiveness breeds views, right?
Yeah. Need
Free
donations for YouTube.
Dude, they
beer,
all do
for beer.
Yeah,
We say
exactly.
beer usually, but
Free beer.
You know, it's typical for those guys holding up need beer money. So we try to make it sound like we're doing something.
Did you ever give the marketing a number grade?
Oh, I don't know about number grade. I mean,
You said what you thought. Just don't know if you stamped it with your Joe stamp of approval.
You know, honestly, how I feel about all statistics is made up on the spot. So I mean, fucking for whatever it's worth, their marketing. If I could do any better, I mean, I'm not a fucking marketer, wrong, and I think that they could probably try a little harder. I mean, for $14, I mean, it could be a lot nicer.
Okay, for one, if you're gonna put a badge on something, how about making it a little more 3D? Put
Earn
some
it.
silver in there. Yeah, earn it.
Earn it. Earn the badge.
Yeah.
Don't just put a fake ass badge on there.
Yeah, let people. You put award-winning 10-barrel spiral staircase. Yeah.
Throw yourself down the spiral staircase.
Hashtag not a fan.
Agreed.
Reviewing Three Creeks Brewing 5 Pine Chocolate Porter. It's a 6.2% alcohol. Came from Sisters, Oregon. And we're about to dive in. Thicky, thick. It's weird. It sounds like a 2-year-old child when you pour it.
I don't have kids, so I don't know what that sounds like.
Look at perfect amount of head. It's like your first girlfriend. No comment? Alright, we'll just buzz right past that.
She has some work to do.
Very teethy, long in the tooth.
Chocolate porter, 5 Pines, 3 Creeks.
So, full disclosure, one of my favorite beers. I drink it all the time. So this will be more your opinion because I love this beer.
All right, so we got a little biasness over here.
A little bit. Anything chocolatey, portery, dark, frothy.
One thing I'm going to say about the can is they have the logo on both sides. Good for camera and good for self.
Yeah.
I do appreciate that. The last type of beer we tried did not have that.
Yeah, and they were
it
fancy.
was premium. Fancy.
Not
Already.
$14 beer. Actually, I believe it's about $10 for a 6-pack of these.
Hammer.
Pretty reasonable.
What?
More than Coors Light.
9.7 on the other one?
Yep.
What is this again?
6.2
times 6? Yeah, okay, you already win. Thank
This
you.
is a beer that's more for like having a meal, I feel like.
Yeah.
Enjoy. It's not necessarily a hot summer day because it is so heavy. But
it's not that heavy.
It's not
I've had some
unmanageable.
Some pretty heavy, like nitro stouts and shit that are pretty
Oh,
heavy.
yeah. I love nitro stouts.
But this itself is not bad. I really do enjoy it.
It's not so heavy you have to chew on it, but it's definitely heavy enough like a porter should be. It's not like super liquidy or soda-like. Root beer would be the closest consistency, I'd say.
It tastes really good on the palate. Like
You actually
it's what
get
you
that-
would expect, like in a porter.
You actually get the chocolatey flavor that they talk about, whereas a lot of these chocolate porter beers, you're like, where the fuck's the chocolate? I'm not tasting it.
Yeah, I really do like it a lot. I don't know if it's the best. I mean, I don't have anything to compare it to. Right next to it, we need that lineup.
That versus, bro.
We need that lineup. That way you can be like.
Next time I have you back, we're
Yes,
gonna do
Carter?
Joe versus. We're gonna do
And we're gonna try them all.
3 different beers as a taste test. And you're gonna tell me which one's the best.
And we're gonna really give them a number test score. Honestly, this one compared to the last one that I had earlier with the cherry, I believe that this one here scores higher on the Richter scale.
What are you putting it
It's,
at?
I mean, comparatively, that one was a 5.7 or 8 or something. This one
Yeah, I believe you ranked at 5.8.
5.8. This one is way better.
I mean, half the price for 6.
For 6.
Yeah. I mean, that automatically bumps it up to like 7.5. And then like you add the bonus of the flavor, quality, just feel
it's
good.
a real aluminum can, if anyone was
Yeah,
wondering.
I really feel good about this
Solid
beer.
aluminum.
8.5 is a pretty solid score, I think, for this
Awesome.
5-pine chocolate porter. 8.5 is pretty good for it.
And that's right where I've been. Is 8.5 is 9. There's 1 to 2 other porters I've tried that I thought were slightly better. This is the one I drink most consistently.
Yeah.
Almost every time I go beer shopping, I add this to my fridge. So
We need an entire fridge of it, actually. But
now marketing, where are you putting that at?
you know, I mean,
It's a bicycle in the woods, in the shape of a barrel that it was probably brewed in.
they're camper friendly, bicyclist friendly, beer drinker friendly, apparently breakfast food friendly, and what the fuck is that? A Spelunker? I don't know. You'd have to see the can, but there's pictures on here.
Sounds like a Democrat.
So yeah, anyway, brewed in Sisters in our own Oregon state, which is appreciative. I do appreciate that.
Sisters is a gorgeous town. Don't know if you've been there before. Very westerny.
It's got a little story to it. It's a little government warning. I guess that's fucking
That's mandatory. It's on all of them.
Shit, but, there's a little bit more here to this fancy little brew that they're undercharging for. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Always oversell and wait. Always undersell and overdeliver. Sorry, the beer's talking.
They're delivering.
Steve-O's dad
3 Creeks
said that
delivering.
as a motto, and I 1,000% agree with it.
You can deliver a case this way. Thank you very much.
You're always jockeying for free shit, Joe. You're a businessman.
Hey, we promote. And we also indulge in our products.
I mostly just wanted a reason to drink in the garage with my friends and make it okay with my wife.
She's not super down, but she set it up, so. So thank you, Katie. Thank you for this.
Yeah, thanks for the setup.
Thanks for putting up with Brian.
Yeah.
You're awesome. And watching the kid, like here we are, enjoying ourselves. Thank you.
We're cutting this part out. Fuck Katie.
Well, I don't pay the rent.
So did you give it a number grade this time on marketing?
Oh, I didn't. Yeah. pretty normal for me. I don't really do that. Marketing grade. I like the bicycle. Really makes me feel like I'm at home.
Yeah.
Not really, but I don't know what's in the bike there. Basket. Some wheat.
Looks like it.
Some wheat in the middle of some forestry.
Looks like the marijuanas.
I'm down. That's marijuana.
Count you in.
8.5.
I think that's what you already rated it normally.
That's even keel.
The flavor's that good that even if you put weed in it, Joe rates it the same.
8.5. You're gonna have to be a damn good beer to beat that.
That's for sure. Not a lot of chocolate porters out there that's surpassing this one.
You definitely stomped out the last beer that was way overrated. So kudos, 3 Creeks, and I hope you get a lot of sales from this video.
I hope so as well. Cheers before we finish.
Yes. Good luck.
I will say it does give you a tiny bit of a metallic aftertaste, at least for me. But I think that probably generally comes from being in a can.
Probably. I would be interested to see this in a glass bottle someday.
Yeah. I've had the glass bottle myself. I've never compared the two right off, like, see if there was a taste difference. But I have found over the years of drinking it that I've had a few bottles that weren't consistent with other bottles that I had.
Maybe it's small batch.
Could be. That's exactly what I figured.
It doesn't exactly say that. Maybe you might tell us what batch is this. You could probably charge a little extra for the extra info. You know what I mean?
For sure.
I want to know.
I'm going to give it a 9 because I lean toward it's a beer I drink once a week or so. It's actually how I discovered that I loved porters. My buddy Mike, that's on the other videos with me, left 2 beers at my house, and after I went through all the Coronas I had and I was feeling tipsy and got a hold of one of these, I was like, wow, that's delicious. I'd never had a dark beer, and that was my first time, and ever since then I actually discovered there's a whole line of beers that I like way more than I initially liked beer.
I was just thinking about Mike's intervention.
Yeah, we need to get on that.
Yeah, you know, someday I'll meet you at the intervention, the real one, and we'll all do it together. So, stream Mike. Just thinking about you, though.
I was telling Joe before this video started, my daughter came in here. I had rinsed out beer cans and I had them sitting here for the recycle bin, and she brought them over to the table and set them here one by one, saying Mike every time she dropped one down. And I was like, that's right, I had no part in that. Uncle Mike just drinks a lot.
It's okay, man. It's okay.
Miss you, Mike.
We need you here.
We gotta do a 3-person podcast. So I have to get different chairs. These are too lazy anyway. Here you go. Put your dick out right here.
Says words.
Looks like a good way to end it. Except for I still don't know what the fuck we were talking about, so we'll just wing it.
Oh, Mike being alcoholic. Sorry, Mike. This is the intervention. We just had to come and tell you.
It's a video intervention for you, Mike.
You don't know me, but this is for you.
I've seen all your videos.
So, Mike. Is that Mike's?
Mike.
Yeah, Mike's beer.
Beer.